an acquaintance of mine in the Marine Corps, somebody in upper management, requested I do a few words about the problem we've had with drinking and drugs. A few months ago, I attended a PME at K-Bay, where Sergeant Major Van Paulsen covered this subject, and I took some of his material and I developed it a little more detail. In the year 2014, we lost 1,030 Marines to drug and alcohol discharges. They were forced out of the Corps due to that problem. In the year 2015, I think the number was about 950. What a waste. It hit home for me because even though I have a little bit of wine and beer now and then in a certain environment, there's a little mistake in here, but Nick Calvert was my roommate for many years. He was a Navy submariner, and of course he was at sea a lot of times. When he came back home, even though he didn't drink heavy, he now and then binged. And one Saturday night a few years ago, he went off a cliff in a sports car, and he died. One of the most incredible human beings I've ever known. All wasted. His education, everything. Then we go back in time, to the time machine, to the 1800s. Has anybody ever heard of Anthony Gale? Anthony Gale was one of the most incredible Marines. He was in the battles of Tripoli, he was in combat, he was an outstanding Marine. He was born in Dublin, Ireland. There's only two Marines, commandants, that were ever full-blooded Irish. He later became commandant, but when he was a lieutenant, he noticed that a Navy lieutenant by the name of McKenzie was abusing a Marine sentry. So he went up to him and he slapped him and he said, "Knock it off," and he challenged him to a duel. The next morning he killed the Navy lieutenant in a fair fight. He was put up for a court-martial, and the commandant acquitted him, said he was standing up for his Marines. And he went on to a long combat history. Finally, he became the 4th commandant of the Marine Corps, but he still had this habit of binge drinking. And he was drinking very heavily, and he eventually got court-martialed as commandant. He retired to Kentucky, and no one ever heard of him again. We don't know where he's buried. We don't have any likeness or photo of him. It was kind of a sad story. A career wasted, just like my friend Nick. And those Marines I just mentioned, think about it, that's like 2 battalions of Marines lost their Marines. And every one of them is just like you. They all went through OCS or Paris Island, the only boot camp. They all went through their training, paid their dues, and went through a lot of energy to become a Marine. And then for one undisciplined, frivolous, stupid moment, they did something that cost them their career. What's the answer? The answer is to take care of each other and have discipline. Not too long ago, when General Neller was talking about this, one of the Marines said, "Well, you know, the Marine Corps, we're famous for hard fighting and hard drinking, and we were even born in a tavern." And General Neller, in his special style, said, "We might have been born in a tavern, but we don't have to die in one." So that's a very serious message. Take care of each other, and don't mess up over one stupid moment. Now, before I shove off, I wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you. I was embedded, as you know, for 3 long tours with Marines on my way to becoming a 3rd-rate journalist. I wrote about 150 stories, and our Marines today are sharper and better than when I was in. When I see our Marines today, I wonder if I even wore the same fabric or uniform. You guys are really sharp, and I'm proud of you. And when I travel around, I go to places where I've gone to school or attend board meetings, and I was sharing the same thought with a guy named Bob Stevens, who got the first Lejeune Award at the museum. And we were sharing a thought. People have often asked us about leadership. Well, they don't seem to like the answer. So when people don't like the answer, remember 99% of our countries never served in the uniform of their country. When they don't like the answer, I've learned to give it to them fast and hard. I said, I never learned leadership in any college one-on-one course. I learned leadership 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in a little island off the coast of South Carolina. I learned it from every officer and NCO I met. Why? Because they're immersed in a culture of excellence, founded on virtue and discipline. That's it. I just want to thank you, Marines, for your time. And now we're gonna take a break.